this on the other side of that hill. Got the disc all greased up. Hopefully our crappy covered tractor and crappy covered hydraulic lines back there hold up. But I'm going to start. There's a triangle field in the back. I'm going to start back there and work my way this way, you know, back towards the farm this year. I think it'll make fueling up easier if my wife has to bring me fuel, or if I have a breakdown, whatever. I will be closer to the farm, which you can't even see for the hill. But I have to go through a crossway here, up over the hill, through another crossway, and then I'll be in the little back piece we're going to start at. So stick with me if you're interested. Well, that would explain maybe a little bit of why it was getting a little warm on the uphill. Of course, you're going uphill. But I definitely extended the acreage a little bit on the one side. I've got to pee, I'm not going to lie. That's why I stopped, and I thought, okay, well, we will go ahead and clean our radiator. This is normal. If you've done this kind of work before, you know. You have to throw all the bugs off. Make sure they're, you know, your radiator's breathing. Close enough. Yeah. But anyways, tractor's going okay. Like I said, going uphill, it would get a little warmer. Going downhill, it would cool back off. I don't know. We're talking about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 on the gauge. You know, the needle moving back and forth. But seems to be doing okay. I hear a misfire every now and then. Yeah, see it? Yeah, I don't know. She's just now getting really broke in. You know, that's the way to do it. You break them in, you just take them out and pull their guts out. You know, all the old timers say hook them to a plow. This thing is, it's not more disc than the tractor wants. It's just a little bit of a hill. Anyways, let me take a leak and we'll get back after it. All right, now that job's taken care of, I'm just going to come back, and you always kind of want to look the wear, where it's shiny. You want to make sure that's even on all your discs. Now I did adjust it. I probably could adjust it a little more. If you look, maybe the inside. See, okay, we'll just do the outside of the inside. You see how far in the wear is, where it's getting shiny. And the inside one, I guess it's a little less. But this is just the first pass. Yeah, I'd say it's a little less. This is just first pass. I'll have to do all this twice at a minimum. Let's check the back gangs. So it's not super crucial. The back of the blades look all good. Here, this will probably be a good shot. There's the inner one. See, now that tells me it needs to go down. The back needs to go down, front needs to go up. Now that also coincides with the outside. They're angled this way down, puts the outside ones and the front gang in a little further. And then you walk across and you see, you know, it's just wider towards the end. Anyways, we'll go look at this mess of a field. It looked like that, just grass, terrible. And I halfway blame it on my spray job from last year. I didn't do it. I paid somebody. I was not very satisfied. I mean, it's cutting in. Biggest thing is it's getting the weeds detached. Wish I would have got that yeller feller. But yeah, I mean, it's doing okay. I'm triangle field there. I'm up over the first hump on this side of the farm. I've got that hump, which is twice the size, and I've got the other side of the farm, which is twice the size of this whole side of the farm. So, yeah, I don't know. There's your quick update. Nice looking tractor. Nice looking setup. I guess maybe I'll use that as my thumbnail. Now, I am using 93 octane fuel. You saw me switch the plugs to the colder plug. I don't know why it's got that little bit of a hiccup every now and then. When I first took it down to idle, I almost thought it was going to die. But, you know, you take out, it's been literally at PTO speed or better for 2 hours straight. I'd say the engine's not going to blow up. You know, you figure it would have by now. I mean, I worked on it. I'm pretty good at working on stuff, but it's also really old, and you know, I didn't replace the liners. I got new mains, new rods, new rings, pistons cleaned, did get new rod bushings, yada yada. Another thing I wanted to mention about the grass and the stuff in the field that I'm seeing. There is one thing I like that I see. I like the fact that I'm not seeing any soybean plants. This time of year, it's April 27th, you know, whatever. If A, your bean pods were opening, meaning you harvested extremely too late, or 2, B, your combine was running like a silver seeder gleaner. That's a joke. But no, I mean, I obviously wasn't letting any out of the back, because I don't see, I mean, I've been looking the whole time, and I haven't seen the first soybean plant to be heard of. Now, it has happened to me before, you know, where I've had extremely late harvest, or extremely late, extremely poor setup combines in my early days, you know, before I really got to understand how everything worked. I mean, I'm self-taught 100%. My mom's a school teacher, my dad was a mechanic, my wife's parents are factory workers. So we're just out here, first generation, second crop on a real farm. I just shouldn't walk too far away from the tractor, right? Maybe I'll turn around. But you got to get up, move your legs sometime. I'm kind of thirsty. I might have to call for backup. Wife, bring me something to drink, that kind of thing. Which she would. She always does. Got a good support family, support group. My family, my children. I think I said in one of the previous videos, I was very frustrated. I shouldn't talk like that, but sometimes children, I'm sure all children, they can be ungrateful, even as adults. As adults, we can be ungrateful for our parents. So, I guess it is what it is, and I'm sorry I said that. I'm sure my children are going to watch all these one day, but I love them, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And, I don't know, I'll hop back on here and see what happens. Sorry I can't film while I'm on the tractor. You'd never be able to hear me. So now that she's at idle, it is totally cooled back off. That's where it runs all the time. I would say uphill it was halfway in between here, and downhill it was just barely above the half mark. I'm guessing that's 20 degrees, probably normal. We'll see with the stuff cleaned off if it's going to act any different. All right, so that was 5 hours of tillage. I guess I could turn the headlights off. I only use those to come home. I finished right there before it got too dark. It actually got dark enough to where I hit a tree stump. An old, washed up or burnt up tree stump. I'll show you tomorrow in the daylight. But yeah, truck did pretty good. Oil lights flickering. Not the engine oil, so I've got a gauge. Might need PA. Probably. I know the MCB is a little weak in it. I did just put a filter in it like last summer, but I mean like 10 hours ago. So the filter's good. I may, depending on whether or not Napa's open on Sunday tomorrow, I may go ahead and change the fluid for the transmission. CNHI, they don't even make Hi-Train anymore, or at least not the one that is an hour and a half away. Best substitute I found is like a Napa premium truck fluid. It actually says Hi-Train. If it says Hi-Train on the label, I'm cool. But no JD, WD-40, whatever, none of the Ag 20 crap. Let me get you turned around and we'll review the gauges. So as you can see, the oil light's on, no big deal, whatever. Engine temperature completely fine, and we burnt 3/4 of a tank of fuel. I had it filled to the top. Had to shake the tractor just to get it to bubble down once or twice to actually put the cap on earlier. This I'm really happy about. 5 hours of getting her guts pulled out, and that's a hot idle. On a brand new engine, yeah bud. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. it's smoking just a little bit. I was not very enthused with the valve job that was done, particularly the valve seals. But anyways, we'll check the oil. I might go ahead and change the oil in it too. Not the filter, obviously, just put it on. But, you know, it's a brand new engine, and if, you know, Roberta ran hard, she's doing great. A little putter, I don't like that, but whatever. We may inspect the plugs, we may not. Probably will change oil. Holy cow, I just shut the tractor off, and all of these bugs, they're still coming off the front. Must have been sucked to the radiator. Like, geez Louise, it's just like you just opened up a bug net. You know, something you'd see on some science movie. Oh, wow. I would say there are just a few, I think those are mayflies? Giant skeeters. It sounds like, oh man. I don't know if you can get the sound. It sounds like the radiator's hissing, but it's not. It's all their wings flapping together. Yucky. I mean, just heebie-jeebies. Yucky.